Am I the butthole for not giving my brother and wife the bigger room? My brother's wife lost her job, which has caused them to lose the house they were renting. My brother asked if he could stay with me. I talked to my boyfriend and he said sure. So, I told my brother yes, but he can't bring any of their furniture with them. We don't have any room for any of it. Our spare room has a bed and dressers in it already. He'll have to find a place to store their things. He wasn't happy about it, but said okay, and that was that. When they started moving their clothes and whatnot in, they started complaining about how small the room was. I ignored it, because they were used to a rather large house. And I was sympathetic, because I know how it feels to go from having everything to nothing. I apologized and told them that this was the best we had. Issue: my son was in his room, and started crying. I went in there to check on him, and my brother got mad. I usually keep his door closed when he's napping. I have a baby monitor, and I guess my brother saw how large his room is. It's not big, at all. By any means. It's just bigger than the spare room. He asked why the hell we gave him the small room when we can just move our son into the spare room. I told him I'm not moving my son and all his things into a different room when the spare bedroom is perfectly fine for the two of them as long as they don't try to move their entire house into one room. He got mad. She got mad. They threw a fit. Then my brother asked why we don't move my son into our room. I told him that my son's crib won't fit in our room. And again, I'm not moving him just to accommodate them. The last week or so has been very tense. Small comments here. Cold shoulder there. Petty shoulder checks from his wife if we cross close together. I've kept my mouth shut, because I love my brother, and I don't want to cause trouble. Plus, if they weren't so pissy, I guess is the word, they wouldn't be hard to live with. They've started to complain that my son's crying at night is keeping them awake. Which, I get, but he's a baby. He only wakes once a night to eat. And that's not even all the time. This morning it all came to a head when my brother told me I should move into the spare room and let them have mine and my boyfriend's room so that they don't get woke up by the baby. When I told him no, he started yelling. Calling me selfish and entitled. Told me that I should let them have my room, because my son is an annoying little crap that keeps them up every night, all night. Where I may be the butthole, I saw red. Let me start this by saying I did not yell at my brother as he yelled at me. I said if you can't appreciate the room you were given, you can go elsewhere. My boyfriend and I have been more than accommodating to you. You constantly complain. You're ungrateful and rude. Get over yourself or get out of my house. ETA, I'm asking if I'm TA because my mother called and told me I'm in butthole for not giving the married couple the big bedroom with the connected bathroom. And apparently my other siblings agree? AITA 2, they do not pay rent. My boyfriend and I own our home and don't pay anything on it. They pay the difference on the electricity bill and buy some of their own groceries. I do the majority of the cooking and all the cleaning. AITA 3, boyfriend and I are going to talk about kicking them out tonight when he gets off work. AITA 4, I will update y'all tomorrow. Right? That seems almost inhumanly reasonable in this situation. Major props op. Not the butthole and get them the F out of your house. Yes. Original Post is not the butthole. They were living beyond their means, and now expect Original Post to accommodate their outsized needs. I think Original Post should let them know that any further discussion about a different room is off the table. The only discussion will be concerning their plan to move out. Not even needs. Wants. Such gross entitlement. Edit. Original Post has posted an web link. Yeah. Entitled people tend to view what they want as a need. Very true. They now expect Original Post to accommodate their outsized egos. There. Fixed it for you. I probably would have kicked them out after the second shoulder check from Sil. After the first shoulder check, she would have gotten checked then decked. All of this is absolutely beyond ridiculous. Don't let them walk all over you and disrespect you like that, and your family is all crazy if they think any of this is okay, at all. Nope. 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 Right? My jaw literally dropped when I saw the shoulder check part. I mean, I knew there were spineless/super non-confrontational people in the world, but even the mousiest person I know would lose their crap if they got shoulder checked in this situation. In her own home. Yep, first time and out on her ear. I do not stand for anyone being aggressive towards me in my own home. It's a one-strike rule and there are no backsides. I think it would have been referring to my baby as an annoying little crap that would have done it for me. Edit to correct word. I hate babies, but even I got to agree. And I'm sure if you were moving into a person's house, rent-free, you would learn to tolerate the baby within the house real quick. When a person opens their house up to you out of the goodness of their heart, you learn to deal with a lot of issues real quick. This is the type of anger one calls the calm before the storm. It is rare for me to get this angry. But if I am unusually calm during such time, there is no going back. And person should watch out. ETA, I'm asking if I'm TA because my mother called and told me I'm in butthole for not giving the married couple the big bedroom with the connected bathroom. Your mother's reasoning here is also a red flag. Emphasizing that they're a married couple reeks of her not seeing your relationship as legitimate. Especially in your own damn house. I know, right? I was wondering the same thing. How does a married couple take up more space than an unmarried one? It's still two people. And their house, you don't ask the owner of the house to vacate their room. Exactly, like it doesn't matter at all. Op's reasoning could be that Mars is in the fifth house and it would be valid. She could give them the couch from 9p7a and tell them to beat it during the day because she's got crap to do and can't have people in her house messing up her routine, and she would still be awesome for giving them a place to sleep. I swear to effing God, people who have never been homeless have no idea how bad it is and how grateful you are just for a safe, warm place to sleep at night. I swear to effing God, people who have never been homeless have no idea how bad it is and how grateful you are just for a safe, warm place to sleep at night. My husband and I slept on separate couches in a living room for several years after we lost our jobs and our home in the 2008 economic recession. My in-laws were gracious enough to share their home with us and our two kids, who slept in the old foyer. The front side of the house used to be facing another street. There were two other bedrooms in the house aside from my in-laws, a guest bedroom that my grandmother-in-law stayed in only half the month, and a home office used by my in-laws. I never would have dreamed of trying to displace them from their other spaces in the house that were not offered to us. Op's brother and sister-in-law are acting like spoiled brats. My husband and son, 5 at the time, lived with our in-laws when our house caught fire. They actually slept in separate rooms. Mill snores, and my Phil gave up his room so we had somewhere to stay. All 3 of us crammed in there, but I was just grateful to have a place to sleep. I never could have imagined asking them to clean out a room or giving up their room for us. This post has so many red flags I can't even. Sounds like original post is the scapegoat of her toxic family. I was raised by narcissists too. Weird thing is, the more covert and emotional the abuse, the harder it is to realize we're being abused. It's not strange that original post is in the fog about this, what with all the manipulations and gaslighting her family throws at her. Web link. Reddit link. Apparently wedding rings and a marriage certificate are very bulky. Co-ownership of a house and a baby seems like a more dedicated relationship than just married. Anyone can get married, but making a house and a baby takes commitment. But maybe that's my quirky way of thinking. And who cares how dedicated the relationship is? The house could be owned by a single person who is there one night a week and they guess would still sleep in the guest room. My uncle actually asked my boyfriend and me to sleep in the guest room in separate single beds, even though he wasn't there to sleep in the main bedroom, when we were staying for free in his flat in London for a week. We said thank you, slept in the spare bedroom, and enjoyed having extra money to spend on other things. And a baby. I don't know, sounds like the small room must be pretty cramped, what with their massively inflated sense of entitlement. Op should definitely be asking which of the family members on her back are going to take them in and give up their master bedroom. These 2 people need extra room for their bullcrap though. This right here. This infuriated me. The married deadbeat couple deserves the master over the couple who, while not married, own their own home and have a baby. They are serious choosing beggars. And seriously? What grown-ass, married adult runs to mommy to tattle on their little sister? Mom and siblings want her to give up her room? They can take the nasty buttholes in and give them their big bedrooms. Not the butthole. My dad gave my stepbrother a job at his company so he could move back to the East Coast after not making it in CA. The one condition was that he not complain about work stuff to his mother, my dad's wife. So what does this grown-ass, married man do the second there's a disagreement at work? Went running to mommy. It's pitiful. Even if she had no relationship, she pays for and cleans up after them. Original post is super generous to let them live there when they had nowhere else to go. They can GTFO if they are going to make trouble in a home in which they are guests. Whatever happened to manners? And seriously, shoulder checking someone when you are living in their house? They need to go. You don't need that negativity in your life. I don't care what your family says, no one has a right to come into your life and try to make things bad for you. Married couple who don't pay rent versus boyfriend and girlfriend who own the house, have a baby and letting them stay there for free. Like, what is even the question here? What is wrong with her mom? I agree with what you said about her. I bet the brother kept the family name and is the older one. NTA. Straight out of Pride and Prejudice. Ah. Jane, I take your place now, and you must go lower, because I am a married woman, rolling eyes face. Tuh. Your brother called your son, a literal baby, an annoying crap. Girl, you need to evict him and his wife yesterday. He does not get to cause an inconvenience in your home to your family, insult your child, and make sleeping arrangement demands because he's bitter he has a smaller room than he wanted. Agree. He crossed the line. Ask your family who is siding with them to offer up their bedrooms to them. NTA. I also agree, NTA, their family, since they agree with him, they should put money together and get them both a place where he can make demands on which room to sleep in. Y'all may be related, but no man comes to another man's house and make demands. Sorry to sound sexist, but he needs to grow a pair. A pair of ovaries. Women are constantly having to bend to the whims of men, so him being a little more feminine and allowing someone else to be selfish is just what he needs. Don't forget he called mom and cried about his free room to her. Why aren't they living with your parents or her parents or a sibling that will give them the bedroom they think they are entitled to? Could you imagine being so close to homelessness and complaining that your bedroom isn't big enough? Like, these people clearly need some actual hard times in their life to set them straight. My grandpa used to tell me hard times make hard people, and as I got older, I saw how right he was. Can't appreciate the good times without having the bad to compare it to. Op needs to help them find their humility. Kicked them out effing yesterday. When I was kicked out of my dad's house, I fully intended to live out of my car in my gym parking lot. Wasn't sure what to do with my dog, but that was the plan. A family friend offered me a bare-bones guest bedroom. Small, the bathroom was gross, there was only an old bed and no additional furniture to put my belongings in, and it was in her spider-infested basement nearly 30 minutes away by highway from my job. All I had to do was take care of my own dog and help her with some chores to put her house on the market. And I lived there for 3 months without making a single noise of complaint. Not even about the spiders. Because I was so damn happy to have a roof over my head and have my dog with me. Every time we get posts like this, which is happening more frequently lately, I just think back to how desperate I felt that day and wonder how these people aren't feeling that same desperation. Bye, like, yesterday. He can go live in the dumpster behind an apartment if the baby's so annoying. And even if the baby is actually keeping them up all night crying, if you've intruded yourself on someone else's lives, chances are you're going to have to deal with aspects of their lives that might be annoying, like a crying baby. Besides that, what are they missing sleep for? They already stated at least one of them doesn't have a job, jury's still out if the husband has a job, neither help with cleaning the house. What exactly are they needing their beauty rest for? Op is also a new mom in her first year of being a parent. She would be exhausted. And yet she is still doing all the cooking and cleaning for her brother. NTA, but you are entitled. Entitled to decide what room you donate to your brother. Entitled to decide what room your baby sleeps in. Entitled to safety of your person, and how you want to be respected in your own home. And entitled to tell them to shut up or ship out. But you should sit them down tonight, explain that you understand their position, obviously things aren't working out, and you are sad that you couldn't make it work. You are sorry that things got heated. So you are giving them written notice to move for the end of November. You can't have the stress and tension, the horrible things they say about your child, and the assaults by your sill. In the meantime, if they find something sooner, you'll return this month's rent. I'm surprised original post hadn't come home to them moving their crap into hers of child's room by themselves. I've never known such entitlement. Only on these forums, and it stuns me that family can be such pricks to those who help them at a crucial time of need. In my experience, any sort of apology would be taken as weakness from people like this. I think the ship has sailed on diffusing things anyway. Also, end of November is quite a while, especially if they're going to milk original post for all she's worth, which is a route they're likely to take, since they're already getting the family to play the guilt card. I'd say 2 weeks max, and possibly extend it if they are gracious about it and have to wait after signing a new lease. Personally, I would have kicked them out weeks ago, with little notice. They can have the matter bedroom if one of the other siblings places. They have to be careful about tenancy requirements. It varies wildly from place to place. Mine is the most cautious, but absolutely right, they should check. And it's more of an "I'm sorry, I'm not going to change my mind and this is going to hurt" apology rather than an "I'm sorry, I did something wrong." In the meantime, if they find something sooner, you'll return this month's rent. I really want original post to do this and just slide over a check for $0 as rent reimbursement. Web link. Thank you for watching. If you like our videos, please like them on YouTube and share them with your friends. Please subscribe to be the first to know about Red Rabbit Reader's new videos. We welcome your comments below. Another of our videos will begin shortly.